Hey gardeners, Utlwano here from Evergreen Hideout. I've made some expensive growing mistakes that cost me over 500 rand. Today I'm sharing 5 biggest mistakes so you don't have to learn the hard way like I did. If you're struggling with spinach or just starting out, this will save you time, money and frustration. Before we dive into these costly mistakes, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm building an amazing community of organic gardeners here at Evergreen Hideout. These mistakes I'm about to share with you cost me money, but taught me valuable lessons that transformed my spinach harvests. The first mistake that cost me was planting spinach at the wrong time. I made the rookie mistake of planting spinach in the middle of summer, thinking more heat meant faster growth. Boy, was I wrong. I lost an entire crop worth about 150 rands in seeds and soil preparation. Because spinach is a cool season crop that bolts immediately in hot weather. Spinach thrives in temperatures between 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. The best planting times here in South Africa are March to May for autumn harvest and July to August for winter and early spring harvest. When temperatures hit above 25 degrees, spinach panic and go straight to seeds, giving you bitter and inedible leaves. Here's what I learned. Always check your local climate and plan your spinach planting around cooler months. Mistake number 2 nearly destroyed my entire spinach bed and cost me around 100 rand in spinach replacement. I thought planting seeds together would give me more spinach. Classic beginner thinking. Instead, I created the perfect environment for disease. Spinach need proper spacing, about 10 to 15 centimeters in between plants for full-size varieties. When spinach plants are overcrowded, they compete for nutrients, water and sunlight. This creates weak plants, leaf spots, and fungal diseases like mildew. I had to remove and destroy most of the crops to prevent them from spreading to other vegetables. This mistake cost me the most money, about 200 rand in soil amendments and fertilizers that I had to buy after my spinach failed miserably. I planted spinach in heavy clay soil without any preparation, thinking vegetables could grow anywhere. Spinach need well-draining fertile soil with pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Clay soil holds too much water, leading to root rot, while sandy soil drains too quickly and doesn't hold nutrients. I watched my spinach plant turn yellow and die one by one. Here's what transformed my spinach growing. I now add compost, aged manure to improve soil structure. This creates the perfect growing medium that drains well and retains moisture and nutrients. Watering mistakes cost me about 80 rand in replanting and water bills from overwatering. Spinach has specific water needs, and getting it wrong leads to either bitter tough leaves or root rot. I used to water spinach like other vegetables, deep and infrequent watering. This stressed the plant and made the leaves bitter and tough. My game changer was installing a simple drip irrigation system using recycled plastic bottles. I water early in the morning to reduce evaporation and prevent fungal diseases that thrive in wet evening conditions. My final costly mistake was waiting too long to harvest, thinking bigger leaves meant better value. This cost me multiple harvests. When spinach leaves get too large, they sometimes become tough, bitter and less nutritious. The secret to continuous spinach harvest is picking leaves when they are young and tender, about 5 to 8 centimeters long. I now harvest outer leaves regularly, allowing the center to keep producing. This cut and come again method gives me fresh spinach for months from a single planting. These 5 mistakes taught me that successful spinach growing is about timing, spacing, soil preparation, consistent care, and proper harvesting. By avoiding these errors, you can save money and enjoy continuous harvest of fresh organic spinach. If this helped you, please like this video and subscribe for more organic gardening tips. What spinach growing challenges have you faced? Share in the comments below. I read every single one and love helping gardeners grow and succeed.